Hey everybody, this is Nicole Wright. I'm going to show you today how to create one of these sexy, simple capture pages so that everyone who comes to read your blog that we've already created, your Military Wife blog, once they get to the blog and they read some of your posts, you're going to be able to embed a link or either a sign-in, opt-in type form like this. You'll be able to embed one of those into each blog post so that they will have the opportunity to enter their email address because they want to get more information from you. They want to hear from you. And so you want to create content that makes them want to get more content from you. And that way you're going to build a list, you're going to be able to build rapport, you're going to be able to establish kind of a relationship with these folks rather than just waiting on them to come to your blog once or twice. You're going to actually be able to reach out to them now through email and invite them to come back to your blog to see some exciting new content that you've put on there. You're going to be able to invite them to participate and partner with you. You might be able to provide affiliate links to related products that are going to be able to help them solve problems that they have. So you can reach out to them in addition to having them just come to your blog. Okay, so we want to create what we call a capture page because we're capturing information. It's also called a landing page. When people click on something, they land here, or we often hear about them referred to as a squeeze page as well, because you're going to squeeze some information out of them in exchange for something that they want, which might be more information. It might be a PDF file, it might be an ebook, it might be a video, a tutorial video, or solving a problem. It might be some sort of training in something that they want to learn how to do, they being your target audience. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create this. You should have already set up your WordPress blog. You should have installed your thesis theme, which is what I'm going to show you, which is what I'm using here, and I'm going to show you how to create this type of page, okay? Using your Aweber account, which you should have also set up. So I'm going to go over now to my Aweber. I've already pulled that up and logged in. And so you want to set up, in this post, I will have a link to Aweber in case you haven't done that yet. You can set that up for $1 for the first month. And this is going to help you manage your emails. So you're going to collect information, which is basically their email address. I don't ask for more information because it reduces your conversion rate. People don't, it's kind of like a first date or maybe even the very first cup of coffee you're going to have with someone, right? So you don't want to overwhelm them with a bunch of stuff. You just want to kind of ease into it. Email address is all you need to stay in touch with them. And later on, if you need more information, you can ask them to provide that later. But right now, we're just going to do email. And so Aweber is your email management system. The email address is going to come in here. It's going to come onto a list, and then you're going to send them messages, follow-ups, or broadcasts. Follow-up messages are standard. You establish them, you set a schedule for them, and they go out at a set time in a set order to your list. And a broadcast is something that you can send out as the situation arises. So you can create that on a daily basis or a weekly basis. If you have a special that's coming up in your business, you have some special news you want to share, you have a special post that you're particularly excited about, you can share that with them through a broadcast. So I'm going to run through some of that at the end of this, and know that setting up that campaign, that follow-up message campaign and broadcast, that's going to be a whole separate training because it takes a little bit more insight that I want to provide in just this 30 seconds, okay? So log into Aweber, set up a list, and if this is your first time in and your first list, then I'm going to walk you through that real quickly. You would come into Aweber. Up top you'll see create and manage lists. You would click on that, and then you're going to be able to set up the list. And what you'll need to provide is some basic information. You can give it a name. They're going to give it a default name, which has default and a bunch of numbers in it. What you want to do basically is just be able to recognize the list, and distinguish it from any other list that you're going to establish. Give your list a description, because this list is part of my site where I'm teaching military spouses how to develop a PCS-proof income. Then that's just what I put in the description. I provided my name, of course, an email address for the that I want any emails to come back to, contact address, notifications. You can set this up or turn it off, but I like to, when I'm particularly when I'm setting up the system brand new and I want to test my system, then I want to get notified through my email of when folks sign up. So this is what does this, the notifications, okay? So you would set up your list, click Save Settings. We're going to go to number 2, personalize your list. So this is helping you set up your list from the very beginning, okay? You put in as much information as you want. You can also link your messages, so when you send out a follow-up message, it can go to your Twitter followers, it can go to Facebook groups and so forth. You can set that up, and then you can, this is a confirmed opt-in, so when people first opt in, they fill out their email, you can send them a confirmation message, which is basically, you know, are you sure? Enter your email and confirm. I do not do this. Because first of all, I'm very nice to my list. I don't spam them with a bunch of garbage. So I figure if they put in their information the first time, they do want the information. Excuse me, I have a sneeze coming. Chew. Okay, excuse me. And then once they, if you do have this confirmation though, you can set a confirmation success page, which is where they are sent right after they confirm. But since I don't have that turned on, you'll notice here I have this off, and then click Save Settings and move on. So all those settings have been saved. So now we have a list, and we want to go now to Sign Up Forms to create a form. Okay, and I'm going to show you, I have a couple in here that I was just playing with, but I'm going to show you. Click on Create a Sign Up Form, and what you'll get, they have many templates already set up. You can scroll through these and pick something that works for you. The one that I have here on my site started out as this, okay? And what I did was, you can see, I'm going to get rid of that. Yep. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't ask for a name. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. Okay, so it's starting to look a little bit like it. I'm going to widen it. We can change the text here. So this is your form button. You can see you can change the text if you want a different text on there. If you want a different font size, we can change the font size. You want to change what it says. So I like to say I like to tell them to do something, a command, so download the video. You can also center it, so you can right justify it, left justify it, or center it. I like to have things centered. You can change the text for the box. Sorry, change the color. So I'm going to pick something. Okay. Save that. We can change the background color. I'm just going to show you what that'll do. Okay, do you see what that did? I'm going to click cancel, go back to no color because that's fine with me. You can change the border. So that's going to be the line. Do you want it solid? You can have it dotted. You can have it dashed. What I created here was dashed, of course. So I like dashed. You can change how heavy the line is. I created, I think, 5, and I changed the color. Come down here, pick something you like, kind of like that. Okay, and what you can also do to make these match, click the color again, highlight it, Control C or Command C if you're using a Mac. That'll copy it. We can go back over here and paste that in, Command V. Okay, so now that matches, right? Maybe I want the text to stand out. I change the color of my font. My site is kind of red, white, and blue. Make that pop a little bit more. Okay. If you want to change what that says, email, I like to say enter your best email. Okay, you could take that off altogether, remove the text. You can put something in here, right? Okay, enter your best email. That looks a little bit different. Okay, something that might pop out. You can also change, I showed you, I think you can change the color of this area, the body. Yeah, I did. Okay, just wanted to make sure I showed you how to do that. Make that a little wider. And if you like the way it looks, so you can play around with it until you get something that pops, something that goes with the theme of your site, and then click Save the Form. Go on to step 2, and that's where you're going to be able to name your form. So I'm going to call this post opt-in because I'm going to embed it into a post, or you could call it page opt-in. In fact, let's call it squeeze page opt-in. You can integrate it so if the person's logged into Facebook, their information will pop up already, and they're going to get a thank you page, which you'll provide custom URL usually, and this is where when they put in their information, you send them to what you promised. So it might be a video that you have put on a page. It might be a video that you've put on in a post. It might be a YouTube video. You can send them to any URL. For right now, I'm just going to leave it as basic, and that comes back to a standard Aweber page. Okay, save the form. And this is what we have now, and we go to step 3, install the form. You're going to get the JavaScript snippet, copy that, and now I'm going to show you quickly how to set up a page. Okay, so you go in, log into your dashboard, into your WordPress, go into Pages, Add New. I'm going to type here test squeeze so I can distinguish it from my other one. You're going to type in "15 free leads per day. Learn how. Free video, free strategy." Okay, I'm going to center all of this. And also what you want to type, a few X's so that we'll have a place to embed the code, and type Okay, so you'll have this text on here. I'm going to save the draft. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's kind of plain. We're going to swap that out a little bit, and we're going to get rid of the sidebar when we get ready to publish that, okay? So edit the page. I'm going to change this a little bit. Something cool, if you buy from me, you're going to get some information on how to create how to install some custom fonts so that some of your stuff will look really cool and unique. I'm going to bold this. Bold that, okay. Save it. Let's preview that, see what it looks like. And we probably want to change the color. I'll just show you how to do that really quickly. For instance, if we wanted to make that red, save that. Okay, now to get rid of the sidebar, over here you'll see some page attributes. Default template, we are going to pick no sidebars, okay? That'll get rid of that. Preview. Okay, so now we have gotten rid of that. Also, if you want to get rid of the footer stuff and this bar up top, I'm going to post a link to that in the blog post, so you'll be able to click on that and go over and get some more information on how to get that. But now we're going to embed our box. Okay, so now we've saved it, pretty much looks like we want it to look, and we're going to go into text mode and look for those X's. Only grab the X's and then hit Control V to paste the code that we pulled over. Okay, you're going to save that. And I'm actually going to, because if we click out of this and go back to visual mode, we're going to lose that embedding. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. So you're going to save it. I'm actually going to publish this really quickly. And let's go see our page. Okay, so there you go. You have the page, you've embedded the box. People will be able to come along and enter it and enter their information. Okay, one last thing I want to show you. Okay, one last thing I want to show you is how to get that page up here in this bar that's on top so that for instance, you can refer to it, you can refer people to it. Some people will come to your site and they see something like secrets and they'll click on it, and so they'll enter their information. But I'm going to show you how to put that up there. You're going to go into your dashboard again, go to Thesis and Site Options. And in the center, you'll see Pages. And you're going to click on the page that you want to highlight. Let me refresh this and see if the new one pops up. Yeah, see, so the new one that we created is called Test Squeeze. You can click on it and click Save, and then go out and look at the site. I'm going to refresh that and see now we have Test Squeeze up there. We can also move this around. I'm going to go back to Site Options. We can change change what it says, right? So if I say, I just want it to say test, and if I want it to come first, I can move it that way, okay? And then click Save, go out to the site, and click Refresh, and now it says test instead of Test Squeeze, and it's first, okay? So I hope that has helped you. The last thing I want to show you is how to add the sign up form to your sidebar. So let's see. So over here, for instance, this is a different kind of form, but I created it in Aweber just the same, and I'm going to show you how to get this over in your sidebar. So not only will you be able to direct folks in your text to go and learn a secret or click on the link to get more information, and a link can take them to this page, but also you can have it in your sidebar and it's going to show up on every post and every page unless you remove it. Okay, so this in the sidebar, if we remember in Aweber, we pulled the code and then we come over to, let's go to our dashboard and go to Appearance and Widgets. And what you do is pull a text widget over here to the sidebar. I already have one, so let me open it. You're going to pull that text box over there, put it in the place that you want it to appear, first, second, and third, for instance, on your sidebar, and then you're going to paste that JavaScript text. You'll see this is the form that's currently in my sidebar now. You click Save, close it, and then go back out, and that box will be in your sidebar. So that's how you create a form in the body of a page. In the body of a page, you can also create it in the body of text. If you say wanted it to appear here, then in your edit mode, you go into text edit mode and paste that code in there, save it and publish it so that it'll appear and so that it won't disappear. And so you can put now this opt-in form in several places in your website, in your blog. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. And oh, the last thing, once a person enters their email, I mentioned that you want to have some follow-ups. So you're going to go in to make sure you're on the proper list. You can go to Messages and Follow-up Series. I have a few in my follow-up series that I'm working on, and then you create a follow-up, you create a letter, and type in their messages that you want folks to get. I will do another video and another blog on that, of course, because that deserves a whole separate thing. You can invite them, though, in that letter to come back to your blog. You can put affiliate links, surveys, follow-up messages, coupons, specials that you might be running. And now that you have your blog set up, right? You have a blog, you have a place for people to come to and read great information, see your videos. Now you have capture page set up in your system, a capture page where you can capture their information so that you can stay in contact with them, and you have your email system set up with follow-up series, with a follow-up series. So now you have the pieces that you need for your system to run on autopilot, because you have all of this already built and it's going to have your information out there for the public. They're going to be able to see it 24 hours a day, and they're going to be able to opt into your list and get more communication and more information from you. And so now what we're going to do is learn how to get traffic to your content, how to build and increase the list, and how to turn those folks into real followers and buyers for your product. Okay, so stay tuned for more posts about that. I hope this has helped you. If you have other questions, enter them in the comments area down below this video in the blog post. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, then just click over to my blog and enter comments, or you can enter comments right here on YouTube and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I hope that has helped you. Go out and create a great capture page for your blog. And remember, this was all for free. So, and later in the blog post, I'm also going to show you a couple of other tools that I use. They are not free, but they will help you create pages that have images and even moving video and so forth to further entice people into adding their name to your list. Okay, thanks. Look forward to talking to you soon.